Yeah, we're gonna do a fire sign reading. I know that I am late with the fire sign reading, like by 3 days perhaps. But it's okay. Fire signs usually be stressing me out, so I just, I mean, not that I purposely like delayed, but then again, it was partially intentional. I really did need time because after those first 3 readings, I actually was tired, and then obviously stuff started happening in between then. So I'm really just now getting to you all's reading, but it's okay. I didn't get to do it on a full moon, so you are not getting a full moon reading, of course. But time is fluid, so there will be another full moon. This reading will probably be relevant to somebody at a later time. This reading will probably be relevant to someone's past, and or it could be relevant to someone's current energy. It's literally more about the energy that you're in, as energy controls everything. If you understand it more, you'll start to understand that's kind of how your life moves based off your energy. I don't really think that your outcome is controlled by society as much as we would like to think, but I do think that if people believe that outside sources control them as much, then they lose their power, and that's when their life is starting to be controlled by perhaps outside resources. This is really random, and I don't know why I'm even saying it on here, but something is just making me want to mention it. I don't like when guys say, oh, we don't care about hair and nails. Like, we don't even notice. That's a broke person thing to say. You know why? Because a real man is going to notice if a woman has her nails and her hair done. I saw this man in the gym, and he's a white man, and he has a lot of nice tattoos. I could tell he keeps himself up and everything like that. I could tell that he likes, I could tell he takes confidence in his hair being done. I could tell that he takes confidence in the way he, I guess the way he expresses himself. And mind you, this is only my second time seeing him in the gym. So the first time I see him, we have a slight conversation. It probably lasts 5 minutes. I see him today, and he's like, are you finally, gonna come and stay, blah, 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 or that you just, in here really quickly to leave? And I was like, well, I'm coming back for real this time. I'll come back and I'll actually be here working out for at least an hour and a half. He's like, yeah, if you don't come over, then I'm gonna come and get you, because my business is right across the street from the gym. So he's like, if you don't come over here, then I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna come get you. But prior to him saying that, he said, oh, wow, I see that you cut your nails off and I see that your hair is different. He said, what's going on? Now, the fact that he said what's going on indicated that, now, I cut my nails off. I didn't soak them off, but I cut them down. So they're not like perfectly shaved. They're not polished, nothing like that. And he's like, the fact that he said what is going on indicated even though he only saw me once, he's kind of expecting to see me present myself a certain type of way. Or not even, I wouldn't say expecting, but you can kind of tell when you meet somebody how they act, how they dress, how they like to present themselves, whether they're clean, whether they're dirty. And I can just tell just based off that, when a man looks at you, he looks at you for real. Whether he's a different culture, ethnicity, it doesn't matter. If a man is looking at you, he is looking at you for real. So if a man tells you, oh, I don't care about hair and nails, he's broke. Or he just doesn't want to give you any money to get him done. Or he's saying it so that, I don't even know, but that's what I believe. I believe that if a man says that, that's a broke person thing to say. And honestly, it's really careless to say, because you should always want your lady to be presentable, especially in the business world. And I'm learning that more as an entrepreneur. I need everything up to par. Like, that's just the way I want to present myself, because when I go in those meetings with other people, when I'm going to promote my business, when I'm going to marketing events, or when I'm going to entrepreneurship lectures and stuff like that, I want to present myself as a real business person. Not even a real business person like I'm fake, but like a high class business person, because the clientele that I'm looking for, the clientele that I'm attracting, are those type of people. But I'm assuming that's relevant to something with fire signs. As fire signs, you all could care about presentation. You all could like to present you all self a certain type of way. I got the song for some reason, and mind you, I wasn't even listening to hip hop at art. Like, I wasn't even listening to hip hop prior to this video, and I channeled Glorilla 90. Like, I don't even know the song name, but I'm assuming it's called 95 Degrees, where she like 95 degrees. I ain't got no Nick. Ain't got me. I feel like I said it, but I didn't say it, so my bad, y'all. But I also got recklessness. Somebody could be wanting to do something even though they could be fighting against it. So, like, you know how they say it's the darker side of you and the lighter side of you? Somebody could literally be fighting between the darker and lighter side of them. It's also relevant that prior to this reading, I had on a pink outfit. When I did every other reading for the zodiac signs, I wore my pink outfit that I actually got from my friend's business black owned. And randomly before the reading, y'all, prior to the reading, I was just going out and I was like, oh, let me change because it's a little it's raining outside a bit, so let me change to put on something a little bit more covered, with a little bit more coverage. And I went from pink to black and doing this reading with black on, and then it said wanting to possibly do something even though you'll be fighting against it. So there could be this back and forth going from your light energy to your dark energy. There could be this back, and it doesn't have to mean that you're taking these actions, but it could literally just be the thoughts. But again, the thoughts manifest. So be careful, what you're manifesting. If you're manifesting darkness, that's exactly what you're going to receive and or give. And whatever you give, you're going to get back regardless. Something about two sides of a person or two sides of oneself, good and bad. I got going inward and mastering your emotions. Somebody could need to go in and master their emotions and be more in control. It says don't dwell on your anger or insecurities. There could literally be somebody that's fighting against their lighter and darker feelings or sides due to either an event that occurred. And this could have been an event that occurred where somebody felt like they got out of body or they wanted to get out of body. And by out of body, that just means acting out of character. So while you might typically be a good person, something might have happened where you felt like you wanted to do something that was wrong or bad. Of course, you all know I had to read my October 4th page in the book as it is October 4th. So again, it doesn't have to be October 4th, but 10-4 could be significant. Somebody receiving information and basically confirming that they received it. The number 1 could be significant. The number 5 could be significant. And the reason why I say the page in the book October 4th, it states analyze, scrutinize, and question. And then it kind of summarizes, it kind of is relevant to what I already said, but it was something that in the book it basically said that in order to train yourself, you have to learn to never react in the moment, to never make a decision while under the influence, whether that be drugs or emotions, because people don't realize you can be under the influence of your own emotions. Sadness can cause you to do things that you wouldn't have done typically. Anger can cause you to do things that you would not have typically done. And sometimes people, I hear this a lot, and I have even been a victim of this mentality. Oh, well, if someone does something to me, they have no right to tell me how to react to them. So if somebody hits me, they have no right to tell me not to hit them back multiple times if that's what I feel like I want to do. And that's really, like, when people grow up, What do people tell kids? What did they tell kids? I don't know if they say it anymore, but if somebody hit you, you hit them back. You don't let nobody just hit you. That is not the right thing to teach people. Don't get me wrong. Definitely defend yourself, but there are multiple ways to defend yourself, and violence is not always the best option, and should not always be the first option. The numbers 10, 11 could be significant. 10, 11 could be significant, but usually it says in the book, when this individual character looked closely at his insecurities and his anger, he saw that they were not really justified, and they lost their significance under scrutiny. So when you analyze yourself, what do you typically do next? 10, 10 could be significant. 10, 11 could be significant. Someone could be 37 or 38. But when you typically look at yourself and analyze yourself, or analyze the situations that have occurred, whether that be past or present, well, technically past, the next step after analyzing is to scrutinize. When you judge yourself, and everybody has been victim to that as well, it's called super ego. Your super ego is typically the part of you that criticizes yourself. 11:10 could be significant. 11:11 could be significant. 29 was on the clock when I said that, which adds up to 11 too. And we did talk about the two sides, so 2 could be significant here. But when you scrutinize yourself and you judge yourself, you kind of start to replay these ideas like, okay, what could I have done better? What is it that I could have done to control the situation and or help, like, cause a different outcome? Most times people want to play victim and don't want to take responsibility for the fact that their action and or reaction could have been different to avoid and or prevent certain things. And I know that fire signs are fiery. They have a tendency to, go off, and I'm not saying a tendency to go off like it's just every single fire sign and that's just their typical way of being. But I know that the fire signs can be, hostile sometimes in their reactions or actions. And when you're a fiery person, you have to learn to bring it out when it's necessary. And in my opinion, it's only necessary when you are literally defending yourself, because a lot of things can be controlled and or I don't manipulate it. Honestly, a lot of things can be controlled and manipulated based off your reaction and your actions. A lot of times people don't want to admit it. Like I said, they want to play victim. Oh, well, you did this, so I'm gonna do this. Well, that shows your lack of control. That shows your lack of lack of intelligence in a way, because if you were emotionally intelligent, you would be able to go inward in the current situation in order to judge how to react and then react. So somebody could definitely be thinking about a past situation, and somebody could have literally had to go to their home. Like, let's say you're one of those people that have a career or a job where you're always outside surrounded by other individuals, and something occurs where you feel like, okay, I need some time to go inward. Somebody could have literally just went in the house. Somebody could just be in the house thinking. Somebody could literally, 3 cards for fire signs, past, present, and future energy. Somebody could literally have just decided it was time for them to go in the house, regather themselves, gather their thoughts, analyze their thoughts, and again, scrutinize. And then the last thing said question, of course. Analyze, scrutinize, and question. First you think about it. Then you start to judge it and pick it apart. And then you question, like I said, what could have happened? What could I have done in a better way? Is there anything I could have done to cause a better outcome? So somebody could just be in really heavy thought right now. I need to really sit up, because y'all know I don't like to take cards in reverse. If you don't know now, or if you didn't know, you know now. But I will keep it in reverse just to read both energies, because so it's crazy, because I literally pulled all wands fell out. King of Swords at the bottom, 3 of Pentacles in the bottom, 9 of Wands at the bottom, and then the Fool card. Then the King of Swords and the Pentacles. Yeah, somebody could definitely be in heavy thought. Somebody could be collabing with other people and or talking to other people about something that happened that could have maybe at the top of the deck though we have the Tower card, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. So there could have been something that happened that maybe somebody feels was unfair, or maybe that caused a Tower moment for someone. And by a Tower moment, it could just be a matter of literally having to go in and feeling like there could be there could be this change that has happened, or awakening that has happened that caused somebody to really see things different or understand things different. It could have definitely been a test of someone's faith, or not even a test of your faith per se, but something could have just really had you rethinking the way you think already, or the way you were thinking previously. So like something could have came in and just made you question like yourself, or the way you reacted to something. Someone here definitely needs to maintain control though in the situation. But we are gonna read the cards that came out right now, and we do have 4 of Wands out here first for the past energy. Y'all know I really prefer to pull these cards out just because I really like to have all the details. Like, y'all be wanting to know all of the tea. But like I said, you all literally had all wands pop out. I'm getting somebody could definitely be in devastated energy though. Like somebody could just be really in deep thought about something, and it could be causing them to feel devastated. It could be causing them to feel devastated, or again causing them to feel hasty, which is causing, it's kind of like being in this unpredictable energy. Like you don't know if somebody's gonna react a certain type of way or not. What's that, the 3 of Wands? No, that's the 4 of Wands. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Maybe it. And see, I passed it again. I don't really know how I be doing that, but I always end up doing that, passing the cards. And of course, while I'm doing y'all reading, somebody come in here, which is pretty typical because it's early. I usually like to do them at night because I just prefer no distractions being around me, because I understand energy. But I'm still gonna finish it because this what happened last time when I did it for fire signs. It's always a distraction with y'all, literally. Y'all energy just chaotic, and that's my opinion, of course. That's it's okay. So the past energy is showing 4 Wands, and as you can see, these 2 people kind of celebrated. Y'all know when people get married, the woman had a bouquet of flowers, and y'all can't even see it because it's so tiny, but y'all probably can see it, them holding up the bouquet, or bouquets technically, because one person holding up 2 while there's another person holding up 1, and then it's like fruit up here. So something in the past definitely was, it could have been some engagements going on. That could have just been a new relationship for somebody. Definitely something. It says marriage. I don't know if somebody was married in the past, but somebody definitely could have been married in the past and or thinking about it. But it could have just been a matter of not even marriage where this is husband and wife, but there could have just been some companionship, a partnership per se. But it was definitely some celebratory energy. And then, of course, we have the Queen of Wands. Now, it came out in reverse, so I'm just going to read it in reverse. And then I'm definitely going to read it upright, too. And I think for fire signs reading previously, too, I think the color, for somebody, the color gold and yellow is important. And it's something about sunflowers. And there's sunflowers in here in the background, too. But it could be a matter of somebody being introverted. There could be some insecurity and jealousy here. there could be some deceit here or narrow-mindedness. Now, with this past energy being 4 of Wands and celebratory energy, this could have been an Aries that was involved in this situation specifically. Of course, all fire signs are relevant, but this could have been an Aries. It says, be ready for every opportunity you have worked for. But then with this, and it's represented, of course, by the number 4 of Wands. Queen of Wands is also represented by the number 13 and the number 4. I told you all 10-4 could have been significant. So the number 4 definitely is here. The King of Wands is represented by 14 and 5. 14, 1 and 4 is 5. So I did also say the number 5 could have been significant, I believe, which is change, but that's in the near future. Now, with this past energy, I was gonna say something. Oh, there could have been a bad past situation that occurred, and though this past energy is celebratory, of course, and this is, you know, in good energy, this current energy, there could have been something that happened that caused somebody to feel like they were in the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, because I don't take cards in reverse, I'm gonna still read it upright as well. But I do want it to be clear that something could have happened where somebody ended up in this jealous energy, this insecure energy. Somebody could have been narrow-minded. It could have caused somebody to be in this energy of deceit. This is why I have my back be hurting, my posture bad. I need to stop. But also, if we're reading it upright, this past energy being celebratory and, you know, partnerships being involved, it could also be that someone's in the current energy of feeling confident and independent. We did get the number 1 here strongly. So again, someone could definitely be in this independent energy. Somebody could be in this determined energy, and maybe they're focused to move forward with something. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like because it came out in reverse, I don't read reverses, but because it came out in reverse, the first thing I channeled was this recklessness and wanting to do something even though you could be fighting against it. 2 sides of oneself, good and bad. So this current energy being in Queen of Wands could literally be somebody fighting between their higher and lower self. So that's literally up to you to choose, because it came out in reverse, but I don't read reverses. So therefore, it's for the viewer to literally choose what energy they're going to decide to be in and move forward from, which is going to affect your future outcome. Because again, the King of Wands also came out in reverse, but because I don't read reverses, it's like you're literally going to have to choose whether you want to be in your higher or lower energy or frequency. Now, Queen and King of Wands also coming out is showing that balance of masculine and feminine. So it could have been a man and woman involved, or somebody's just battling between their masculine and feminine energy as well. For the Queen of Wands, though, in this present energy, water sign could be significant, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It says, your natural confidence is a talent you can call on always. There's also a black cat here, so that's the thing. So I think in some religions or superstitions or cultures, black cats can be seen as good luck, but black cats can also be seen as a dark force, like something negative about to occur. It can, if I'm not mistaken, also represent like somebody lurking in the dark is what I got randomly, which is not even what I wanted to say. Something about somebody transforming into something. Y'all seen that show where the black cat transformed into a monster or something like, or a human, something like that, but the human was evil. So, I mean, somebody could have chose to be in a dark energy, and that's probably why the Queen of Wands came out in reverse. This King of Wands coming out in reverse is about impulsiveness, being ruthless, high expectations, being hasty, unpredictable, unachievable expectations. And then it's like his darkness all behind him in this image. Now, reading it upright, it would be a representation of being a natural leader, a visionary, an entrepreneur, seeing the bigger picture, overcoming some challenges. But honestly, like I said, this is up to an individual to choose, because I'm going to keep them in reverse. because somebody could have chosen to react to something negatively, which caused this future energy. I feel like the future energy being in ruthlessness and impulsiveness with being unpredictable, it literally has led to somebody staying in this energy. When in reality, they could have chosen to be in a different energy if they wanted to. But whatever you choose with this current energy, like I said, time is fluent. So, you know, this could have, even if something did happen in the past, how you choose to move forward from there, how you choose to present your energy from there, is up to you. And that's how you control the situation. You control the situation by controlling yourself and controlling your emotions. A lot of people do not know that, and a lot of people do not, I guess, understand it either. Because even if you know it, some people just don't understand just how important it is. Like, I don't know why something about remorse or sympathy is coming up. So maybe somebody wasn't sincere about something. Somebody could have been in their ego about something, and that's what it could be. But it says, give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. And then it says air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So a water sign could be significant here, an air sign could be significant here, and of course fire. These are fire signs readings. So it could be a water sign or air sign involved, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It says honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Someone could be attending someone's wedding, or somebody could have attended someone's wedding. Someone could be wanting to get married. With this past energy and 4 wands, with celebration, harmony, marriage, freedom, creativity, and happiness, and engagements, home, reunions, community, somebody could have been thinking about marriage, honestly. And maybe because something occurred, it could have caused someone to kind of go into themselves and debate it. I usually take 3 cards, but part of me wants to take another 3 cards to be nosy. And then I'll pull from the Romance Oracle deck 1 more card, because I feel like that's 2 cards that just came out. It says confession. Someone has something to tell you. And then it says cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. And then vacation. You will be traveling soon. Someone could literally just be in their head right now, contemplating something, really trying to analyze something to figure out what their next move will be. But again, the way you think, the way you choose to react is kind of like an indication of your outcome. Literally, your reactions and actions control your outcome. So it's really up to you to choose what energy you want to be in. And from there, everything will follow, or everything will flow. 3 cards. These are the Romance Angel Oracle cards, of course. I just want 3 cards for fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius. But somebody could definitely have something to confess. I really get here that somebody could want to come, like, it could be an apology. Not even more so a confession, but an apology. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then it says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, which we just said that. But it also says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Yeah, somebody could just be in this back and forth energy. Somebody could have wanted to move forward with something, and then maybe something displeasing occurred, and now this person could either be, honestly, this person could be, you know, sometimes people tend to go back to their ex when their current situation or new situation doesn't work. So that could have been somebody, and or it could have been it could have just been a matter of a person still didn't release their ex while they were in this situation in the first place. I don't really know why that came out, but it also did say something ending, something beginning, with fate and karma. So yeah, somebody could have just needed time to release something. But with confession here, I'm getting kind of an apology, but it also could have just been a confession of somebody else is still in the picture, or they went back to somebody else. It says unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. And we did see that past energy in the Four of Wands with the fruit, right above the couple that were holding the flowers. Deservingness. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. I think I mentioned insecurity somewhere up here. You might want to go back and listen to it one more time, but I think I mentioned insecurity somewhere right here. Someone could have made somebody insecure about maybe something that they said or did, and maybe it started to make them question themselves. Maybe that's this energy of going back and forth with one's higher and lower self. Maybe it's somebody having to go within literally to think about themselves. Like it doesn't just have to be a situation that occurred. It could be a matter of somebody bringing something up, and it could have either triggered a person, or it could just be a matter of somebody reflecting. But don't believe that just because something happened in a negative way, it cannot be fixed or changed, or I don't know. I know a lot of people harbor on negativity. One more card, please. I know a lot of people harbor on negativity, not realizing that things are not as bad as they might seem sometimes. Again, it's literally about how you react to things. It's literally about how you choose to go about things. Communication is key. And a lot of people at this big grown age do not know how to properly communicate, y'all. And honestly, keep people out y'all business too. Everybody don't need to know your business, because that'll have you in deep thought as well. While you trying to figure something out, you going to asking multiple different people with multiple different morals and values what you should do, or how you should go about something, or what you should think, or who you should be, or what you should believe in. Talk to God about it. Because again, y'all, firsthand, these people probably don't even have the same goals as you. Like, imagine somebody wanting to get married, right? In this Four of Wands energy. Imagine somebody wanting to get married or come into union with somebody, or partnership, whether this be business or like romantic or platonic. And then you go and you ask somebody who does not have the same goal as you what you should do. They're probably not even going to give you good advice, because they don't even have the same goal as you. They don't even know what it's like to even want this or desire this. So why would you go and ask somebody for information that doesn't even have they don't even have the same desires? It says clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. I'm definitely getting somebody's choosing to go. I'm definitely getting somebody's choosing the lighter side, the higher frequency. And that's, like I said, I don't know why it came out in reverse, but this is a general reading for fire signs, because it could be some fire signs that's still in the middle. It could be some fire signs that have already chose. But again, based off your decision, it's gonna determine your outcome. Whether you're in this King of Wands reversed or you're in this King of Wands upright, it's up to you to choose. 3 cards, 3 confirmation cards for fire signs. 10-10. I think I said 10-11 could be important. I don't know. I think I said 10-10. I don't remember. But 10-10 could be significant. It says beginning. Embrace beginning, canvas, kindness, joy, and gratitude. Embrace each day as a new beginning. A blank canvas waiting for your colorful strokes of kindness, joy, and gratitude. Fill it with acts of love and kindness, painting a masterpiece of a life filled with meaning and purpose. Every single day is a new beginning. So again, it doesn't matter what happened in the past, what you do in the future, or what you do right now, it determines your future outcome. There's times when I have felt I quote unquote messed up, and it took me to decide, like, how am I going to react to this? What am I going to do about this? And believe it or not, my reaction actually helped me to like continue on the journey that I wanted to go on, I wanted to be on. And I'm not going to give details about this specific situation, but just know it was times where I felt like I messed up, and it took me to communicate a certain type of way. or communicate what I truly felt, what, you know, what the situation truly was for me to get the outcome that I wanted. It says 1111, wonders. Journey, wonders, joys, positive energy, and happiness. Life is a beautiful journey filled with countless wonders and joys. Embrace it with open arms, savor every moment, and let the positive energy flow through you, bringing you closer to the essence of happiness. If you want this past energy in the future, that's exactly what it is. If you want this King of Wands energy in the future, that's exactly what you're going to do. Make a decision. Make a decision based off positive energy. 5555. Oh, we did say the number 4 was significant too. And y'all know 1111 add up to 4. Financial stability, home stability. 4 of Wands here. And then the Queen of Wands is represented by a 4 as well. And then 1010, 1 and 1 is 2. We did say the number 2 is significant here. And then 5555 is 20. Somebody could be teaching someone something through love. Somebody could be teaching someone how to love. Somebody could be helping somebody open their heart when it comes to that. It says talents. Discover talents, passion, comfort zone, surprise. Discover your hidden talents and passions. Explore new hobbies and interests and push yourself out of your comfort zone. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Yeah, so somebody could be helping somebody or motivating somebody or encouraging somebody to come out of their comfort zone. I knew I was missing something, y'all. I didn't even pull the money oracle deck. I guess it was not about money. But because it's general, I wanted to really pull from each deck. It says manifesting. 1111, manifesting. You have all the tools you need to increase your income. Good fortune is coming. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. Yeah, someone, I think in the last fire sign reading, I mentioned somebody being like an artist of some sort. It did mention canvas and painting here. It mentioned talents here. So somebody could definitely be an artist of some sort. It says settling. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. Allow yourself the time and space to evolve and find your true path. You're in a state of avoidance because the action needed is too hard. So yeah, somebody could definitely, we mentioned somebody going like inward. Somebody could have also just ran. Like when I mentioned somebody going home, like somebody wanting to go home to maybe think or contemplate, somebody really could have just went home to hide out. Like somebody could literally be in hiding, because if you're in your ego, it's kind of hard to admit when you're wrong. It's kind of hard to apologize, where you may not want to even admit that you had some wrongdoings in a situation, even in a thought process. Like even to think certain things or think negatively is wrong. And let me not say wrong, because while you might really believe that it was justified, you know that there was a better way to have done something. You know that there were better thoughts you could have thought. You know that there were better actions you could have taken. There could have been better words you could have said. But someone could have literally decided to settle in their own bull than to take forward movement or take steps forward to fix a situation or get the outcome that they truly wanted. It says parenthood. Healing your inner child will help you make money. Somebody could be a caregiver, a teacher, a pediatrician, anything related to children. It says don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. I think last time in the fire sign reading, there was something about a feminine energy being involved with a fire sign. And they were either nurturing this fire sign or the fire sign was nurturing them. It could have been vice versa. And somebody could have just lost that feminine energy that was there. And when I say lost, I don't mean by death. I'm not really getting death. I'm just getting a separation or a situation that could possibly not be in harmony right now. Especially with this Queen of Wands and King of Wands that came out in reverse. Again, though I don't read reverse too often, I did for the past zodiac sign reading, so I'm gonna read it for this one. But I just really feel like somebody has a choice to make here, and you making your choice is going to determine whether you're settling in that negative energy or that lower frequency, or in that decision that you don't actually, in the outcome that you actually don't want, or your decision to move forward in a positive way allows you to manifest and heal and move forward in what you want, and move forward in this mature way. Move forward in your career, move forward past those challenges, overcoming them, being this natural leader. A lot of people want to believe that they're a natural leader and they don't actually acquire and or have, like, they don't actually have leadership qualities. If you cannot communicate, then no offense, you're never going to be a good leader, because communication is key to leading any group, any person, anything. You have to be able to communicate in some shape, way, or form. You have to have good communication. If you're a boss or you run a business and you communicate terribly with your customers, I just used this example when it came to somebody else's reading too. And because I didn't do these readings for like 3 days, I'm gonna tell you now, I don't really remember, but I feel like it was water signs reading. And if you don't communicate well, do you really think that person's gonna want to deal with you? Like, let's be honest. If you don't know how to communicate, or let's say you have a customer, and I don't know why entrepreneurship is coming out really heavy, but somebody could work for other people in a sense. Somebody could work with other people, or somebody could need people for their business. Like, let's say you're a musician, you need people to listen to your music, you need people to share your music, you need those that playtime, I guess, I don't know what they call it. Or let's say you just run a business, you need your clientele, you need those customers. And if you have a nasty, even if you work in a place with somebody else, co-workers for example, do you really think that you're a good leader if you don't even know how to communicate properly? If you don't know how to express yourself in an appropriate way? Nobody gonna want to deal with that. Nobody gonna want to deal with you. So it's gonna leave you, that can obviously affect your finances, because if customers don't want to deal with you, if your coworkers don't want to deal with you, then that means you're not getting promoted. That means you're not getting, recommendations. So you might have your consistent clientele, but why would you want to limit yourself to those few when you can have it all? There's billions of people on this planet. And if you're telling me that your idea of business is having a small business, then that's fine, and you can have your small business. But why would you not want to know for a fact that your business will make sure that you and every generation after you will be good? Because if that's not what you're living for, then understandable. But right here with this 4 of Wands energy, it seems like somebody's definitely looking for that, living for that, or that's their goal. So, and then the King of Wands in the future energy, again, that being in reverse, to me, it's completely up to somebody to choose the energy they want to be in. Because while it may have been negative for the current and future energy, it's still for an individual to choose what they want to live in. I don't really believe in, I'm not going to say I don't believe in curses, or I don't believe in like bad luck or anything, but I really believe that a person can be at their lowest and they can still decide one day, this is not where I want to be. I don't like what I'm seeing in the mirror. I don't like what I'm looking at. And they can decide to change. Now, you may not have the same people around you after you change, because at the end of the day, people may not want to be involved with you anymore. But at the same time, you have to think about elevation. How does elevation go? Typically, when a person elevates, they end up around a whole new group of people anyway. When you make a certain amount of money, typically you move around and you end up around certain people, different people anyway. So again, deciding where you want to be. But also, it seems like someone needs to get their energy under control and be able to control their energy. Because your energy, your emotions, like I say, your anger, your insecurities, it all affects your future and what you attract.